Hello y'all, thank you for coming to our Waterbury VITA kickoff. We are launching the VITA sites here in Waterbury and the Waterbury re-entry site that we are here at today, and we want to thank everyone for welcoming us and having this space. The VITA program is an incredibly important program for working families throughout the state of Connecticut. The VITA program is 50 years old, and CAHS has been working with the IRS for over 20 years to provide free tax prep to working families here in the state of Connecticut. For those working families who want to get an appointment either here or in Waterbury, the best way to do that is to call our friends at the United Way using the 211 phone number. You'll hit the third option on the main menu, and then 6 to get you to a person to help you schedule your VITA appointment. This is great because while families are fighting inflation, the VITA program is still free, still saving folks money and putting money back into people's pockets. The VITA program is designed to touch working families' lives who are eligible for the Earned Income Tax Credit, and that threshold is about $63,000 for VITA appointments, and we'd love to get as many people here to get their taxes done for free. Again, I want to thank the Reentry Center, Beth, Hines, and everyone at the United Way who helped this site run and help all the sites run by scheduling appointments throughout the state. I'd like to introduce Kari, McMahon, who is our relationship manager from the IRS and is a key player in helping us keep these sites active and make sure that everyone can get their taxes done for free.
Thanks, Nick. Hello, my name is Kari McMahon. As you said, I'm with the Internal Revenue Service. I'm in a division with the IRS known as Stakeholders, Partnerships, Education, and Communication. And that's also known as SPEC for short. So basically we are responsible for the oversight of these free tax return preparations, which are the VITA, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, and Tax Counseling for the Elderly programs. We work hard with our sites and our partners such as CAHS to get these sites up and running so that the services are available to taxpayers who are eligible for the services. And as Nick said, that the Earned Income Tax Credit, this is actually the 18th year where they've spent, we have an Earned Income Tax Day credit awareness. We have, this is for Earned Income Tax Day credit, as well as kicking off the Connecticut Association of Human Services free tax preparation services. It's been 50 years that the Earned Income Tax Credit has been bringing a significant amount of financial assistance to taxpayers in Connecticut who and a much needed refund as well. The EITC is also one of the federal government's largest anti-poverty federal programs, and they offer financial assistance to all hardworking Americans. Nationwide, as of December 2023, I have to look at my stats because I'll forget, but 23 million workers and families received about $57 billion in Earned Income Tax Credit refunds, which is a credit about $2,541 per household nationwide. And that's up for about $500 from 2022. Also, just here in Connecticut, we have about 193,000 residents who have received about $442 million of the Earned Income Tax Credit refund. So that is much needed refund and significantly contributes to Connecticut's economy and also helps individuals who are struggling to pay their bills and put food on their table. And as Nick also mentioned, that if you're making $63,638 or less, you're eligible for up to a $7,430 tax credit if you have any qualifying children. This is also up $495 from last year, which is good. And if you don't have any qualifying children, you still are qualified for up to $600 of the credit. The credit is based on filing status, qualifying children, and income earned during the year. Also, the IRS understands that the Earned Income Tax Credit, the eligibility requirements and the rules can be complex, and a lot of the other tax issues can be a little complex as well. So I encourage taxpayers to go to irs.gov. We have really valuable tools such as the Earned Income Tax Credit Assistant where you can go, you can put in, there's a general questions as well as some basic income information, and it will let you know if you qualify for this credit. If you do qualify for this credit, you absolutely qualify for VITA services, for the free tax preparation services at one of our VITA sites that is held and run with partners like the Connecticut Association for Human Services. So those sites are basically, they're staffed with IRS certified volunteers, and they really are the heart of this program. They work tirelessly, effortlessly. Probably September, October, they start training and getting certified in tax law so that they are ready, and they spend countless hours throughout the filing season of their free time, nights, weekends, to be there in these sites so that they're giving back to their communities and helping others, make sure that they're receiving the refunds that they're entitled to. It is important to note, I do want to mention that if you're filing a tax return that includes an earned income tax credit claim or an additional child tax credit claim, those refunds, by law, the IRS has to hold them at least, I think right now it's mid to late February, and that's because they have to gather some additional information to make sure that all of those credits and refunds are accurate before they issue them. So if you do file one of those returns, just know that I mean, we're already February 7th, so, but just a little bit of a delay. Another thing that you can do to keep track of your refund is go to irs.gov. There is a tool called Where's My Refund? So definitely take advantage of that. You can keep track of where your refund is, what the status, and if it's been sent to you or not. There's also a mobile app. It's IRS2Go. So it's IRS, the number 2 go, all one word, that you can download as well. And remember that the quickest way to receive your refund is to file electronically and to have your refund direct deposit into your bank account. So despite the substantial benefits of the earned income tax credit, the IRS estimates that approximately 20% of the population is not taking advantage of the credit. So I'd really like to thank Connecticut Association for Human Services on behalf of the IRS for holding events like this to help us support raising awareness about this valuable credit, and for also raising awareness about our VITA free tax preparation services, and for helping us to expand these services throughout the state of Connecticut. They have I think over 50 sites at this point. So we really appreciate all of the work and the support that you've given us. And that's it. I hope that people come to the VITA sites, and I hope that they take advantage of these wonderful services and meet our awesome volunteers. Thank you. I believe Joseph McGrath, from Director of Economic Development and City of Waterbury.
Well, good morning. It's a pleasure to be here today. On behalf of the City of Waterbury and our Mayor, Paul Pernuski, I just want to thank and commend all of the volunteers who make VITA's mission achievable. We're a city of 114,000 people. Our poverty rate is 21%. The average income is $69,000 a year per family. So it's a great fit in our city. This is one of, I believe, 10 locations that we have in Waterbury. We appreciate it, and just want to wish everybody good luck in this season. And we also encourage anyone who qualifies to embrace this opportunity in the City of Waterbury. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Jered Bruzas. I'm the Chief Impact Officer at United Way of Greater Waterbury. And we're grateful that all of you are with us celebrating this really important day, and a day in which we really can continue to make a great impact for the Greater Waterbury area, and particularly for some of our folks in the community, as Joe just alluded to, that are struggling, right? Our ALS population, those who are asset limited, income constrained, and unemployed. Folks that are working hard every day to make ends meet, but that just could use a little bit of assistance. We're pretty fortunate to be here with our friends from the United Way of Beacon Falls and Naugatuck. Lisa Shappy, the executive director there, who does a tremendous job with the great resources that she provides in her 3 VITA sites, 2 in Naugatuck and 1 in Beacon Falls, that has been really instrumental in her community as well, bringing vital resources to folks that are ALICE and in need. But here in Waterbury, $1.2 million. Think about that. $1.2 million is being reinvested in our community from the great resources in partnership with the IRS and CAHS that we as United Way are able to support with some financial resources. $1.2 million. That impact for families that are struggling the most is really able to help bridge some of the gap with folks that are having those hard table talk decisions, whether they pay their electric bill that month or they pay their rent. The reality is all of us are experiencing the pinch. All of us are having to make some choices whether or not we spend here or spend there. But for those who were struggling before the pandemic and have had some of the hardest challenges, now is the time that VITA is a vital part of financial opportunity for them to help them in the short term to maybe bury out of the hole that they might have gone into, or get some assistance to pay some back bills, or just have a little bit of an extra cushion if and as needed. That $1.2 million is really vital for many of our residents here in the city of Waterbury, and as I always say, VITA is vital. And without great supports from CAHS and in conjunction with United Ways throughout the state of Connecticut, and getting folks access through the great portal of 211 so folks can call and make direct appointments and speak to a live person, these things don't happen. So we as United Way of Greater Waterbury and United Way of Beacon Falls and Naugatuck are most excited to provide these supports and resources along with CAHS, with some really highly trained, skilled volunteers in our community that are doing tremendous work. So we really thank you. We thank Beth for being willing to be a host site, who Community Partners and Action, such an amazing organization over the last 150 years, but really a strong hold here now in Waterbury, doing great work with some folks that also need the vital VITA assistance in our Re-Entry Welcome Center, who is doing great work day in and day out, making sure that some vulnerable people in our community, some returning citizens, are getting the important support they need as well. So we're excited to partner with all of you and grateful for the great work that Nick and others are doing, and looking forward to a really prosperous VITA season here. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Beth Hines, and I'm the Executive Director for Community Partners in Action, and we have the opportunity to run this Waterbury Reentry Welcome Center. And so I want to just thank everybody here today and all of the partners that makes this center possible. When this center was envisioned probably back in 2016, this is exactly what we were hoping for when we opened our doors. For our partners like CAHS, Connecticut Association for Human Services, and United Way to be able to offer services that our participants need. And our participants are those who are impacted by the justice system. And so they need help to navigate their taxes. Everybody needs help navigating their taxes. And so this is just an incredible opportunity to offer here at the Waterbury Reentry Welcome Center. And so I just want to give a huge shout out to the United Way and to CAHS, and for being such great partners and always seeking ways to partner with the Welcome Center here and help the people that we serve. Because with the right support and the right opportunities, people coming home from incarceration can transition successfully and become productive members of this community. And so I thank you on their behalf. I thank you on behalf of Community Partners in Action. And, you know, I don't know what else to say. Just thank you. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you. Yeah, you